Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Lovely. Lovely to be here.
Christabel, welcome to Newcastle, your debut exhibition at Cooks Hill Galleries, and I'm very excited, particularly since you've travelled such a long way to be here, and it's such a privilege to have you have your first major exhibition here in Newcastle, alongside an artist, Rod Bathgate, who's very well famous in the area and known. This exhibition is really a great mixture of work, from oils, from mixed media to panel work, and we're now standing in front of the Lovers painting. Can you give us a little bit of an insight here? I notice the main focus is on the lovers, but there's many other aspects in the painting. Something else is going on. Maybe there's a story there that you're wanting us to see.
Yeah, well, I think there's always a story behind love, because we're not singular, and couples aren't always a singular couple either. This is after a trip I did to Malta just recently, just at the end of the European summer, and which has very beautiful monochromatic this yellowish stone that they have there, the ochre. So all the buildings are ochre, and they have these coloured, bright coloured shutters, and I'm a lover of colour, and the bougainvillea. So here I have my witness, who's always a witness to everything, the cat, in all my paintings, and he's the silent witness. There are the lovers that are meeting and perhaps feeling that they're being secret, and they have this sort of romantic trailing around them of the bougainvillea and all the work on the wrought iron. But there's the element of the figure in the window, the darkness, that something's going on within that you don't know about. What could be happening behind? What is the exterior things that are happening in life, but there's always something happening inside as well. So it's got about the dark European interiors and the exterior street life that has that element as well.
Christabel, these two images here represent the other elements away from the oil paintings of the exhibition, the work on paper, which is obviously your studio. It looks very organised.
Well, it is, because I'm a painting conservator and an artist, and I have a lot of material there. I have all sorts of material, so I've got to have, a day of organising, getting into gear occasionally. You can see the little window behind, because it's in a pine forest in Valencia in Spain. That's where my studio is. Oh. And through all the years of work that I've done in Spain, I've worked a lot with panel paintings, and I've fallen in love with them as objects. I think they're lovely pieces. These are wooden panels, and they've been prepared with traditional size and gesso made by me with animal glue and calcium carbonate and things like that. It's a real alchemist's work, this one, and it's been gilded with 17th century designs all around the edges with the painted designs. And then I have these residents in my house at the moment, several cats, and I have a little arch window like that in my library, where the cat comes and sits, and it's just beautifully framed, and he already makes an image which is like a painting. It's like a little icon. So, and he's a real icon, and that's what inspired this work.
Here's the symbol of the cat recurring again. So
yeah, the cat. Well, I have a lot of cats in my life at the moment, but I feel that they are great companions, and they're they're the silent witness that we always want to be with us in life. They don't interrupt us, they're undemanding, but they're there, they're loyal and loving. So,
Christabel, it's great to see that you've got other interests in other animals, and you have a dog in painting. This is a beautiful painting of the facade, and I understand it's not far away from where you live.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's in our local town in Torrente, which is very close to the city of Valencia, and a lot of the houses they're flush on the street like that. So and they have their wrought iron windows, and the doors that just go straight into people's lives. So you walk past and you see snippets of people's lives. It's often there's an old lady sitting in the doorway or whatever. And here, actually, the little place I have in Valencia where my daughter lives, this is what happens with one of my cats. There's an old lady who sits in one window, and in the next window my cat sits in the window looking out and observing everybody. And it's like they're taking a little rain check on everybody. So here she's observed the dog, and the dog's been taken out for a walk, and it's a little bit reluctant. You have to pull it along, but it can see what's happening, but the figure can't. And she's moving off. She wants to move off, and which can happen in life as well. We're moving on, and we perhaps not aware of situations that are occurring. So it's about that, but it's a narrative painting that I'd like people to be able to read their own story into. But it has a story, but it's a story that each person who's looking at it can bring in as well.
There's often a story with your work. That's an integral part of stimulation for painting. And do you find there is an advantage or a disadvantage, or how do you look at artwork when you've come from a strong artist family background? Do you have a different view and a different aspect and different approach to painting than those artists that you met that haven't come from that background?
Well, I have sort of double classification about art in my mind, which is one that it's about the image, and another one is about technique. So, and I think that one of the greatest things my father taught me was that it's the image that is the language and that is communicating something. So yes, I was brought up in a household in a world of imagery, very visual and very narrative as well. Not only in the paintings, but the stories that we all told between ourselves, and the stories that we turn, even quotidian life into. So that's part of it. Narrative painting is my favourite. Just even from the early Pompeii frescoes all the way through the history of art. It's the narrative ones that touched my heart. So that's what I want to give out.
Mm.